Hi and welcome back or welcome to my All the Perfume YouTube channel. In this video I'll be sharing my most used Kayali perfumes. It is safe to say that Kayali is one of my favourite perfume brands, and not a week goes by where I'm not showing the Kayali perfumes I wear over on Instagram. Sometimes my roundup posts for the week do look a bit more like Kayali collections. I love the scents that much. Also, I will link below any of my previous review videos or collections for you to go back and to look at. We do have another Kayali perfume on the way as well, Vanilla Candy Rock Sugar, so I'm very excited. But I was actually going to film a most used perfumes video, and when I realised that there were so many crossovers, and it is in fact really my Kayali perfumes that I use the most, that is what this has become. The 5 most used Kayali perfumes in my collection. So I'll go through each one and talk about why I love them. First up we have Vanilla 28, and the notes in this perfume are vanilla, orchid and jasmine in the top, in the middle tonka bean and brown sugar, and in the base musk, amber, amberwood and patchouli. And this is so popular in the fragrance community and of course among gourmand and vanilla lovers. It just feels like a very definitive must-have perfume, and in the past it has sold out. I love it, of course, that is why it's here, but I will say before I spray that I don't show much of a dent in this bottle, do I? I thought that last night, and I know that can be a bit of a peeve in the fragrance community when people say they wear things and there's no dent. So here is my little 10 millilitres backup that I do wear this perfume. Let's give it a spray. I just find this one so addictive and yummy, cozy and sweet, and I keep it next to my bed. This in fact is in pride of place on my bedstand, and I love to reach for it as an easy reach, literally something that before bed is guaranteed to make me feel good because it is cozy and yummy and comforting. And that all sounds very wintry, but actually it's April and I'm still wearing this before bed. I love it. Brown sugar would always have me very tempted by a perfume to hear that in the notes, but this actually smells like it is described through the notes. Yummy, rich, gourmand vanilla, and that real must-have. Now I will say that the Kayali perfumes are designed for layering, and that is another way that I get use out of this fragrance, and indeed my small 10 millilitre there, which probably isn't my first bottle, because I layer it with so many perfumes and it's really fun to experiment with, and not just the obviously maybe vanilla-y or chocolatey perfumes I own, but just anything to add depth. Mona once said actually that she feels this is the perfect fragrance topper, but also that it was like the cherry on a cake, I think, and it made me love it even more and just want to have it in my collection as something I add to any other perfume. It's amazing. I think this would be hard to dislike. I actually took my 10 millilitre bottle to London the other day and I asked my friend to smell it and try it. I thought she would like it. She did. She bought herself a bottle of it and Vanilla Oud, which we will get to later, the same day, and her colleague as well loved this on the skin and was saying, you know, it smells like cotton candy, it smells so good. I think it is quite an irresistible choice and a safe perfume, blind buy even, if you love your vanilla perfumes. Just maybe try it in the smaller size first. A must-have for me, I love it, I love to spray it, Vanilla 28. We now move from one of the first Kayali perfumes to one of the most recent, and this is Eden Sparkling Lychee 39, and it was only brought out at the end of 2023. I'm helped out this time with the notes on the back, and we have here blackcurrant, sparkling lychee, candied violet, rose damascena, sugared amber and also sandalwood. And this is kind of a flanker to Eden Juicy Apple, which you can probably spy in my collection already. And I liked this perfume when I first tested it. Certainly, it was a pleasant smelling, fruity, sweet fragrance, but I've grown to love it. And let's just look at my dent. I actually have a real dent in this perfume. I love it. I really love wearing it. I'm wearing it to bed, I would say basically every night at the moment. And my husband complimented it the other day. And I usually add my disclaimer of that doesn't happen all the time. So he really likes this and he was like, so sweet, it's really good. So amazing, and it is everything I smelled in December when I first tested it, but stronger. This has macerated in the bottle, it's smelling really good. It's that lovely burst of lychee. I smell the blackcurrant more than I did. And it smells kind of like fruit gummies, a really good sweet smell. And when it was first talked about, when it was launched, it was kind of said to be the more mature kind of relation to Eden Juicy Apple. And I think I said at the time, but I like Eden Juicy Apple. I don't need something more mature, but I can kind of see that now. There is something about it that feels like it has a night out vibe. And I did, in fact, the first time I wore it to go out, and it received compliments. So this perfume just gets better and better for me. I want a backup bottle. I'm going to get through this one, no problem. I would say it's my most used fragrance right now. Eden Sparkling Lychee. My friend tried it here and bought a bottle, I think within the week. Such a great, fruity, well done perfume that smells strong on you and lasts really well too. This perfume is Eden Juicy Apple 01, and the notes are red apple, lychee, blackcurrant and pink grapefruit in the top. In the middle, rose bloom, May rose, red berries and jasmine, and in the base, sugar, musk, vanilla flower and vanilla. And I didn't expect to love this perfume. I thought I was headed to kind of a DKNY Red Delicious territory. Pleasant, but not for me. I love to wear this. It is instant feel good, and it smells like being on a fairground. That is what I always say about this. It's strong fruits, like almost boozy actually, which I don't think I've said before. Like a dark fruitiness that then becomes toasty and sugary. It's like I want to wear it on a summer's day for something a little bit different, so that it will warm up on my skin and just give a kind of sort of depth to those fruity notes. I love it. It's so fun and so addictive. And on to my dent. Now I have a collection that's at about 300 perfumes at the moment, so that is a dent for me. That is going down, and I do reach for it a lot, and I layer it too. It is a fun one to layer. Of course, I've layered it with Eden Sparkling Lychee because the two just work so well together with their lychee note. It's very fun, it's uplifting, and just that's a big thing for me in perfume. If I can smell something, spray something and feel good instantly, then I want it in my collection. This will give you fruits, toastiness, something a bit boozy, and almost a cotton candy vibe in the toastiness as well. Eden Juicy Apple, I don't think will be what you expect. It smells really good and it's really addictive. This perfume is from the Oudgasm collection, and it is Vanilla Oud 36. We have our notes on the back of the bottle. We've got here vanilla sugar, praline, saffron, white musk, oak musk and oud. And I received my bottle at a launch event in Harrods, and I loved it straight away. Wow, I think I'm nearly halfway with this. It might not be the case that you can see that, but the perfume now comes to here. And this is a need for me in my collection, not even a want anymore. I'll be buying this again when I run out. It's running out. Okay, I'll spray, I'll smell it. It gives me a kind of cloud DNA, Ariana Grande cloud, but with a very sweet fluffiness. It's sugary and comforting. Like I will literally get in from a long day, reach for this from the side because it's on display, wear it and feel comforted. That's what I mean. It's a need for me. I love to wear this. I love to layer it. And it smells so well done. It has a certain scent profile that we have quite readily available now, that kind of cloud profile. But Vanilla Oud is so much better for me, to be perfectly blunt and honest, with all of that sugariness. But the kind of darkness of the oud as well, and the oak moss is there a lot more than I smelt before. It's just perfect. It's a perfect sugary perfume of contrasts that smells like quality. And with my personal experience of trying it, I just think of Harrods. I just think of good times, and it's rich and feel good. And as I say this, I'm thinking, how can a perfume feel so cozy and comforting and sugary at night, but like decadent and rich and reminding me of being out all at the same time? It is amazing. I love this perfume. I think I've made myself quite clear here. Vanilla Oud, beautifully done scent. Absolutely, it can be layered, but I think it's so strong and good in its own right. is actually meant to be the kind of lighter of the ouds in the collection, because it's the least amount of oud in it compared to the others in the Oudgasm collection. But even though it's not particularly oud, I don't think it's the light scent you might think of because of that description. It is strong and it lasts well, and I love it. That's Vanilla Oud. This perfume is Elixir 11, and the notes are red apple and rose, May rose and jasmine, and in the base patchouli, amber and vanilla. And I have here my 10ml perfume. It was one that I kind of bought to complete my collection. I had my bigger bottles of the perfumes that I knew I'd love, or that I tried, or that I'd been sent through PR, and then I kind of wanted to go back through the back catalogue and just buy everything that Kayali owned. And Elixir 11 was among that original launch from Kayali, one of the first 4 perfumes. And with those notes and the rose, the 2 types of rose in fact, it's not a scent that really suits the scent profiles of perfumes I love, but I really do like it. It is very sophisticated smelling. It makes me think of evenings out, not least because I chose to layer it with Lovefest Burning Cherry for a kind of really special treat time away with my husband, where we were kind of wanting feel-good times and you know like escapism. So this reminds me of that kind of luxury feeling. It has changed over time. It is smelling a little bit more strong and kind of has like an incense vibe about it now. It's good. It's really good for layering, and it just is one that I wear the most. The dent isn't looking huge, but my usual disclaimer will be that I wear lots of perfume and have a big collection, so it would never be going down that much, but I do reach for it more than a lot of perfumes relative to my collection, and I enjoy it. It is discontinued sadly, and I would love to have a full-size bottle to kind of always have that memory and nostalgia there for when I wore it for the occasion. But I'm savouring and enjoying this one. It is really beautifully done, and a little bit like the Fenty fragrance with those rose notes. So I'm spraying lots of Elixir. I love layering it with the cherry scent, and I would recommend it as a really beautifully done, kind of sophisticated rose perfume. Thank you for watching my video where I talk about my most used Kayali perfumes, and I would love to know if you've tried any of these, your favourite Kayalis, or please just let me know if there are any questions you have about the rest of the line. It was quite hard narrowing down my most used, but there they are. These just are the ones I use the most. I kept it to 5, but Yum Pistachio Gelato 33 very nearly made the cut. I do reach for that one a lot. Also, I find I reach for the Wedding Silk Santal now even more, and I did just talk about that in a previous video because I changed my mind on it and now I really love that one. So I'm sure I'll be spraying more of that perfume. I do also wear lots of Vanilla Royale Sugared Patchouli, but it's more of a winter perfume, so I think things will kind of balance out and that won't be going down in these warmer months. But these are the ones I love to spray lots of, I'm reaching for a lot, and I certainly will always want to keep in my collection. Thank you again for watching, and please do give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and remember to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Go and find me on Instagram and on TikTok, and also my blog. Thank you again, and I'll see you in my next video.